Crabapple and OCD. The Bach Flower Remedy crabapple stands for perfect order and balance, but when there is need for it in the body, the person takes it to an extreme and wants everything around him to be flawlessly perfect. It gets to a stage very often when he not only wants to walk a certain way, look a certain way and act a certain way, but he even starts thinking that certain thoughts are imperfect, and he tries to think a certain way. If he can't live up to these impossibly high standards he sets himself, he gets terribly bothered. Sounds like the character in the TV serial The Monk, or Jack Nicholson in As Good as It Gets? You guessed it. It's obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD we're talking about. Physical. A person who needs crabapple is constantly fidgeting, looking around to see if everything is alright. He might suddenly get up and go clean something, like the doorknobs or the ashtrays. He might just go throw away anything that is lying around that he feels is cluttering up the place. He just cannot relax unless everything around him is ordered to his way of thinking. He just cannot bear to see any blemish in himself either. So he might just get a bit too head up about a scar or a pimple. Very often, these people will keep washing their hands or take many showers during the day. Crabapple makes them a bit more practical and teaches them that it is alright to have a little dust floating around. For people who are not typically crabapple, this essential oil is great when you want to wash the memory of a dirty feeling off. This could be physically, mental. His mind gets caught up in the details, and it's usually the little, unimportant ones that assume alarming proportions inside his head. It could be a little stain on the carpet, or a bit of water or milk spilt on the table. He can think of nothing else till he has put whatever he thinks is wrong right. So when he is in someone else's house, it is torture for him to sit through a social evening when little things like this irritate him and engulf his mind. So he is usually in a state of stress, and this could bring on a few health problems. Crabapple lifts his mind from the petty details to the things that really matter. Emotional. They constantly feel that they need to clean up, inside and out. If a harsh thought crosses their mind, they feel so terrible in their hearts. They are very sensitive souls, and they get hurt easily when made fun of about their unusual behavior. They are perfectionists and feel that even emotionally, they have to feel like a perfect person should. Spiritual. It is almost as though the imbalance in the universe is a burden that is placed on them to correct. They tend to be negative, and this causes a lot of darkness in their soul. Crabapple opens the windows and lets in the light, rather than hide inside. They learn to look out and to try and fly. It gives them the positive energy to hope.